Alright guys, so something totally different for today's video. This is a 2018 Street Bob. It's not the Dyna Street Bob anymore, so I am just so excited right now. I have never actually ridden a Harley. This is the first time in my entire life that I've been on a Harley, and I don't even know what to say. I'm just so excited right now. Oh man. Holy shit. This is fucking badass. I honestly don't even know what to say. Like, the only thing I've really ridden other than this is my dirt bike, pretty much, and just other dirt bikes. And this is the first time I've ever ridden anything even close to a Harley, let alone a Harley itself. I gotta say that this is a great feeling. Like, now obviously it shifts totally different than my dirt bike, obviously. So it might take a little bit of getting used to, but I wish that it wasn't towards the end of the year. Like, obviously winter is on its way. Otherwise, I'd be like, all right, just sign me up for this right now. So I knew that I was gonna absolutely love this, but I didn't think that I was gonna love it this much. Like, this was a feeling that I honestly was not expecting at all. What a beautiful bike, man. Totally different than a dirt bike, like completely different. So this is Harley Davidson's bare bones bike, basically. What's going on, buddy? I actually like the color too. Like, I didn't think I would be a fan of anything other than black. It really is nice. And one thing that's totally different from my dirt bike, for the signal lights, they're all on one side. You just use the one thumb, but on this bike, you use each thumb for the signal light. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it is nice. There's nothing wrong with it, so. And I just can't get over how convenient it is to actually be able to see behind me for once. Because on my dirt bike, I can't see anything. Based off of first impression, like, this was way more power than what I was expecting. Like, one blip of the throttle and it just wants to take off, and I'm not used to that on the KTM at all. Like, it's totally different. And I honestly thought that it would feel a lot smaller, like, because I'm 6'3" and there's no forward controls on this bike, just the stock setup. So I didn't think I was gonna fit on it that well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'd probably raise the handlebars just a touch, like maybe here or something like that. I would definitely need forward controls because I can already feel my legs kind of cramping up a little bit. But like I said, I'm 6'3", so that's to be expected. I'm not really gonna fit properly on any bike right off the bat. Coming from a dirt bike, obviously this bike is gonna be way more comfortable. Oh, buddy. This is just so perfect right now. What a beautiful bike, man, on this beautiful fall day. I can easily say that I am truly happy right now. Well, let's take a look at the bike, guys. And the other thing that I'm totally not used to is having the neutral actually show you there when it's in neutral. And on my dirt bike, I got to screw around with it quite a bit. And I think on the older years, they actually had like an analog speedometer. But yeah, like I said, normally, like, I only like black, but I do really like the red color on this bike, and it is really simple. I wish I could tell you guys more about this bike, but I just don't know much about Harleys at all. All I know is that this was the bike that I had been kind of looking at over the years and really wanted. And I do like that headlight too. Like, I don't know, I know there's a name for it. Daymaker headlight, I think that's what they call it. I don't know, but it looks pretty sweet. Like, the LEDs around the rim, it looks really, really good. Let's just give that a bit of a rev. Yeah, it does sound good. It sounds really good. Now, obviously, like I said, if I was going to get this bike, I'd probably put just a little bit higher handlebars, just so for me it's a little more comfortable. And then the forward controls would be a huge difference to me. And as much as I like the red, I would probably get black because that's just the go-to for me. And I'm not really a fan of these. Honestly, like, I could do without those, but either way, it's still a really nice bike. And I do like how everything is kind of just black. There isn't too much chrome on it. Like, chrome is nice, but for me, I just like it black, you know? Now, I know the tank is a lot smaller than the old bikes. Like the year before this one, the tank was a lot larger. And I was looking at some pictures and stuff last night, kind of like getting excited to ride this thing. And I was kind of like, wow, that tank looks really small. But you know what? When you're actually in person, the bike looks really, really, really good. It flows very nicely, and the gas tank, I actually do like it. I wasn't too sure about it when I was looking at pictures and like videos and stuff last night, but seeing it in person, the whole bike actually looks really well with everything they put on there, especially considering it's just stock. Like, there's nothing really aftermarket on this at all that I know of. But I don't know, I really like how simple this is. I absolutely love how they got away with the old speedometer and just kind of integrated this in the handlebars as if you don't even have a speedometer. Alright, so I think we'll go take this thing on the highway. I would love to be able to just take this bike to work every day, and that's something that I can't do on the KTM because it sucks so much on the highway. I hate hanging out next to trucks like that. And there isn't as much vibration in the handlebars as I thought there would be. It's a lot smoother than I thought, to be honest. I always see in videos like Harley's rattling like crazy, or not rattling, but just rumbling like crazy, and it does, but it's definitely not as bad as I thought. See, right now I'm already at 105 kilometers an hour, and when I'm on the KTM, I'm really struggling at these speeds. But on this bike, I don't even notice. I'm way too happy about this bike though. Like, I don't even want to go to work today. I'm supposed to work at 4 p.m. tonight, and after riding this now, it's like, I can't even go back to reality. I don't even want to turn this thing off or give it back. Oh man, that highway was windy, but it handled it really, really well. Yeah, I don't know how long people normally take these bikes out on test rides, so I hope I'm not like too long. I would imagine that there's always that guy that just never brings it back for like hours, but I don't think I want to be that guy on the first time I take one of these bikes out for a ride. And then the shifting is just, it's very smooth on this bike. Like, it's just a solid clunk. As soon as you go up and down on the gears, like, you know it's in gear. Like I said, you also get you can actually see what gear you're in on the gauge, which is really nice. So, and there's nothing better than just riding down these old backcountry roads. Like, this has got to be the most relaxing feeling ever. And I mean, I felt like this on my KTM, but the thing was, my ass was just always hurting and I could never fully enjoy it for longer rides. But this is like, I can just fully sit back and enjoy this 100% and take in everything around me, because the bike is doing the work. It isn't me. I find on the dirt bikes, you're the one doing the work. You got to keep that bike straight. You got to keep everything under control. Oh, yeah, that was a hard hit on those train tracks. So that was, I must say that my dirt bike absorbs really bad bumps a lot better than this. I would assume that's because it's a dirt bike meant to be off-road on big rocks and stuff like that. But the bike does seem to handle very well, and I'm not too sure how other Harleys would handle, but this is pretty good. And it's a nice streamlined feel. Like, it just wants to keep going straight. I don't need to force it to do anything. It just feels strong, and it's good. Let's go take a stroll down this little neighborhood. Never actually been down here before, but it looks kind of nice. I feel like I can actually look around on this bike. Like, on the bike that I have, you really got to focus. I find on this, I just can't believe how much more I can relax. But yeah, if I had like the forward controls out here, oh man, this would be like just perfect. And I do like this, it's got like this rock guard finish. I don't know what the real name, it's obviously not rock guard, but it's got that really textured look to it, and you can tell that it would hold up from a couple smacks with some stuff. But I like how there's like this ridge line down the center of the gas tank, and it kind of seems wide. Like, the gas tank has like this little wide feel to it, and I really like that. But I gotta say, I think Harley did a pretty good job on this bike, and obviously that's coming from a guy that doesn't know anything about Harleys, like not much anyway. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the 2018 better than the 17, but I don't know if it's just because this is the first Harley I've ever ridden, or if I just actually really like this bike. And I think it's just that I really like this bike. Yeah, I was so bummed out because every demo ride, like I've been wanting to demo this bike probably since, I don't know, probably all summer. So I was trying to go to every single demo ride of the summer, and it just never worked out once. Like, I was going back and forth between Fort McMurray and Edmonton, like trying to deal with the rental house up there. So the demo ride, the demo days would be at the Harley Davidson of Fort McMurray. And of course, I'd be busy in Edmonton working and trying to get stuff done. And I'd go to Fort McMurray, the demo days would be done the next weekend, and then the demo days, they'd be in Edmonton when I'm in Fort McMurray. And I was like, are you kidding me? Every single, like, it was like they were just avoiding me. That's not the case, but it was actually nice because now I got this kind of exclusive, I mean, not exclusive, but it isn't with a whole bunch of people. I went in the dealership on my own and got to test out the bike on my own means. Man, I was tired before getting on this bike because I just woke up from night shifts, but I'm just ready to go now, and I just want to be like, here, take my money. But so my memory card ran out of room, of course, because I forgot to empty it before I came on this ride. So I thought while I was deleting some of the older videos, I would just kind of have a final look. But I am honestly impressed. Like, this is my honest opinion. For a first time riding a Harley, I am truly happy with the experience. And obviously I haven't ridden any other Harleys yet, but I think that this is the one that I would get. So I just wanted to say thanks again to Heritage Harley Davidson for letting me ride the bike. Okay, well, let's start this baby up and head back over. If you guys liked the video, then subscribe, put a thumbs up, and I hope to do more videos like this in the future. And one day, hopefully I'll actually have this bike and be able to do all my motovlogs on that instead of the KTM. Alright, let's take this baby back. It feels like I just got on the bike for the first time. Like, it's just such a nice feeling. As I get closer to the dealership, I'm just like, no, I don't want to give it back. Oh yeah. I am very sad to see you go. Well, Heritage Harley Davidson, guys. Thank you.